Hey guys, can you see me? Let me know if you can see me. Hi. Let's see. Yes, this video will be posted once it has ended. So, can you guys see me? Can I get somebody to let me know that this is actually on live? You can just send a text message. And so far, nobody's replied yet. Can you guys see me? Oh, there we are. Hi, Karen. Thank you. Hey guys, SissESnacks here, back with a new video. This is not ASMR. My name is Jane, aka SissESnacks, and I make ASMR videos in honor of my sister, SassEkrafts, in order to bring awareness to the early signs and symptoms of pancreatic cancer. Don't forget to visit SassEsnacks.com and review the list of the early signs and symptoms of pancreatic cancer and read her story. Thanks for joining me today, guys. This is not going to be an ASMR video. This is going to be me chatting about SassE's story. And I know I'm trying to get I'm doing this off of my cell phone, so I thought I'd just try something different. I see all of you guys making comments. James, Legend, thanks you guys for being here. It looks like we have 85 here right now, and I feel honored and blessed that you are here. I want to do a special thanks shout out to my sister Mia Michelle for moderating today and for taking the time to be here to help me out. Hi, Alex, James, Chase, Oscar from Indiana. Thanks for letting me know where you guys are from. Alex from Wales. Hi, Gina, girl. Okay, so let's get started. I wanted to start by letting you know that SassE, since she passed away, hi, Brooke, that she has gained 3,000 subscribers. So when she passed away, she had 232,000 subscribers. Hi, oh, Lucy, I didn't know you were in Wales. Hi, Ali, Anthony, and Vintage Hollywood. And anyway, since she's passed away, she has gained another 3,000 subscribers, and it blows my mind. Hi, Jimmy Page, SoCal. So the reason why I tell you this is because last night I was texting somebody on her channel, and that person didn't know that she had passed away. And so I'm going to give the SassEsnacks story. Hi, Adriana in Poland, and Natalie, and Kristen, and Jay, Jay's Sliders. So I'm going to give you guys the quick story as if you've never been here before, and then we're going to jump into some of her things. If you have been here on SassE's channel since she was Old Lady ASMR, chime in now. Oh, somebody from Huntington Beach, my old stomping grounds. I used to go to the beach down there. Okay, so if you've been here since she was Old Lady ASMR, let me know. Cool. I knew there was quite a few of you. Oscar, Kristen, Daniel, BB. Oh, hi. Man, quite a few of you. Oh, 101. Yes. Okay, so what I want to say is that in 2014, she started as Old Lady ASMR, and she and I used to hang out a lot. We did almost everything, but we did a lot together. We lived 2 blocks away, and we spent all of our holidays together, and we did a lot. We were very, very close. We traveled together. You guys know that. But, oh, hi, Shay. Hi, Titan. Hi, Sasha. And what happened was in 2014, she all of a sudden like disappeared. I was like, and then one day she came over and I'm like, what are you doing on weekends now? And she kind of giggled. She went, hee hee hee. I'm wearing her jewelry, by the way. I'm wearing all of her jewels today, by the way. And she giggled and she said, I'm making videos on YouTube. And I was like, wow, because SassE was a very private person. Like, I couldn't comprehend like what she meant. So she goes, yeah, check it out, blah, blah, blah. So I did. And I was like, what is this? What is this ASMR stuff? I didn't get it. And, and I thought, okay, well, you know what, if it makes her happy, do what you want to do. But the next thing I knew was she was changing her name and she was adjusting things. And guess what? This happened. So she got her 100,000 subscriber silver. I think I forgot what this is called, a silver play, YouTube play button. And she was so proud of that. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, 100,000 subscribers. Are you kidding me? Guys, but when she sadly, when she passed away, she had over 200,000. So it just blows my mind. And she continues to get more subscribers. Sorry for my face getting all warped in the camera there. And I want to thank you guys for being here, for one thing, for continuing to listen to her, to watch her, and for all the kind words and support that you've given me and her family, and especially my mom, Mommy Snacks, who just turned 89 last week. So thanks for being here. Oh, hi, Elena. Yeah, I agree. Nobody can replace her. Hi, Blue. Hi. I know Blue personally. So I do miss her, the very best of ASMR. Hi from Istanbul. Hi, Istanbul over there, Khan. It, guys, and I tell you, it never ceases to amaze me. Germany, right there, Inga from Germany. Oh, happy birthday to your mom. Thanks. Oh, how's Mr. Darcy? Mr. Darcy's doing fabulous. Thanks for asking. Mr. Darcy is SassE's dog. So anyway, guys, hi, Tom. Good to see you again. I haven't seen you in a minute. Jerica, thanks for coming over. And yes, Jerica, you have it correct. She really was the pioneer. She was a legend. She was one of the actual first people to introduce ASMR to YouTube. And I got to give her credit for that. Like, blows my mind. Thank you, James. I'm trying to keep her channel alive. I'm trying to, keep things open for you guys so that you can always watch it whenever you want. And I'm glad you appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to start picking some things to share with you. Oh, Robert Medina, when she responded to my comments. My sister had a great sense of humor, and I think I miss that about her most of all. Hi, Mia. Okay, so who remembers this one? Site that believes she did these are actually her tabs in the book, and I know she did at least one with this book, at least one video. So I used it the other day to make some salsa. J. Paul, your sister's my first avatar I sub to. She was lovely, and she responded to my comments. Oops. I almost flipped myself out of here. I can't do that, guys. Okay, so this is the first thing I wanted to share with you. Hi, Huda. And Jay, yes, she did go to Scotland. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you that picture. So you guys have seen me. If you're on Instagram, I've posted this picture a couple times. And Yes, her tomatillo salsa book, Hannah. And I posted this picture, and this is actually at our bed and breakfast in Edinburgh. Oh, look what I have, guys. Downton Abbey. And she was eating, the porridge with whiskey in it. So I decided to take a picture of her while she was doing that. And anyway, this is like one of my favorite pictures of her because she looks great and happy here. What's interesting about the Scotland trip, guys, is that SassE was having pain in her back right before we went. And she thought it was kidney stones. And she got a CT scan, but she didn't get the contrast. And she went to Scotland. She was still not feeling 100%, but she made the best of it. And we came to find out later that that CT scan, they should have seen the cancer. It was in the CT scan, and the radiologist didn't see it. So I say that to say, if you're going to get the CT scan, get the CT scan with the contrast. That will tell you 100% if it's cancer, okay? In other words, it's not, it doesn't, it will be visible with the contrast instead of having to worry about the naked eye of a radiologist who's having a bad day, okay? Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Hannah. Yeah, I know, Hannah. It makes me mad too. You guys remember this? She makes the apple cheese torte. I got this from her in Wisconsin, 100 years ago, a long time ago. And I've had a lot of people tell me that they have made that recipe and that it's fabulous. I have yet to make it, but she used to make it and bring a piece over for me. Pardon me itching my ear. I have allergies and my ears itch. So I wanted to share that with you. Hi, Habs girl. Hi, Karen again. Yeah, the torte video is great, but I hear that the torte actually tastes delicious. So if you haven't made it, make it for Thanksgiving. Perfect time for apple season. All right, so what else? What's next? We did the salsa book. I don't know if she ever shared this with you guys. You tell me. Anybody? Did she ever share this book with you? Her witty humor is unmatched. So true, Klaus. Outlander and Stranger Things. Yeah. She loved Outlander. She loved she loved Harry Potter. She loved was it Game of Thrones? Okay, yes. So you guys did see this cookbook. And somewhere I have her white trash cookbook. I didn't grab it. But I grabbed this one because it was on my countertop, and it still has her tabs, guys. I just can't. I'm going to open one tab and see what it's for. Cardamom coffee is what this one is tabbed for. And bento. I know she was getting into bento. And pecan pie. So, yeah, that's cute with the little bunnies, huh? Thank you for this, SissEsnacks. You're welcome, Higosha. So Hannah's asking me about my brother. So my brother had type 2 diabetes, and he had, please share SassE's last days. I will. But really quick about my brother, he had type 2 diabetes. He was on kidney dialysis, and he had a heart attack the year before. We knew his health was not great. You guys all know this. Yes, Brick, the knife. The knife. I look at it all the time, and it makes me laugh. And so he knew all the time about, I mean, so we knew that he was having health issues. What happened to him was in October of 2018, he went to take a nap. His partner went to go check on him, and she found him unresponsive. So I believe he had called me. He was having sleep apnea issues, something about he couldn't get a filter. Anyway, I believe he was sleeping without his CPAP machine, and he passed away. Hi, Louise. Love you back. So that was in October. And then in November was when SassE was diagnosed. And for those of you who aren't aware, she actually passed away on my brother's birthday. Thank you, Allie, GCSY. Thank you. She passed away on his birthday. And so somebody asked me to tell you about SassE's last days. And I've got to tell you, you know, she was very brave. Like, she was just living every day like, you know, as normal as could be. I would have been a hot mess. I would have been crying and just feeling sorry for myself. Buenos dias, impendance. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And so what happened was she was on a clinical trial, and the clinical trial messed her up. It really, it did a number on her, and so she could not have the chemo. She went like 3 more times to get the chemo, and her white blood cell count was wrong. Can't remember if it's too high or too low. Whatever it was wrong. Kim Katz, yes, I have had a dream of her, and I actually talked about it in one of my videos on my channel, and I think also on my Instagram. So she, Scout, she couldn't get the chemo again, and finally what happened was did I show this? Did I show this? The doctor told her that she could no longer have the clinical trial and that she could have regular chemo, and that it would prolong her life. She asked how long. They said maybe 6 months. By the way, guys, she was having to have a stint in her bile duct replaced every couple months. And he told her this, and she said, I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna, whatever happens, happens. When God takes me, he takes me. And so that's what she did. She did not do any more chemo. It was brutal on her. She was losing weight. I mean, she was maybe 100 pounds when she passed away. And her face was hollow. It was terrible. And so she decided not to do any more chemo. And what happened was slowly she started losing her ability to eat and swallow her pills. We had to get a nurse to come in. And then finally one day, the nurse said, we need to put her in hospice. And I didn't know what to do. Luckily, I had a friend that was there to kind of guide me. And she's like, okay, you know, Jane, you need to pack a bag, and you need to get ready to go with her. And, you know, it was like, it didn't hit me that like this was the end. Yes, Christian, she was very, oh God, so brave. And so I'm gathering up my things, and I'm packing a bag, and we're waiting for the ambulance to come to transport her. And she's in her bed. I think at this point we had a hospital bed in her home for her. And this is hard for me. But she asked me if she was going to die. And I really think up until that moment, she thought she had a chance. Like, like she just thought that it wasn't going to come so soon. And I just explained to her that, we were all going to die. And that I wanted to see her again. But I told her that if our brother, because it was like 2 or 3 days before his birthday that this happened, and I said that if our brother came to get her, and that he had a birthday cake to go with him. And so my other sister was coming from Northern California. You guys, she did a video at her home. You've seen it. It was a vlog. And my other sister was on her way, but couldn't get there until the 9th. And she held on. We were at hospice, and she was no longer responsive. I had to make the decision to keep her sedated because she told me, do not let me suffer. She said, don't let me suffer. And so I told the doctor, she told me, I can't let her suffer. So her friend was with us. Her friend Melissa was with us. And while I was making the arrangements for her cremation, which is what she wanted, Melissa told her to wait. She said, hold on and wait till your sister gets here. And she waited. And my sister arrived, and I know you guys love these. Somebody had me look for these. And my sister arrived, and it was late. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock when they left. She came, she hugged her, she said hello, and then my mom and my sister went back to the house. And I fell asleep on the sofa. They have sofa beds in the hospice rooms. One of her friends was a doctor and asked me to ask them to put her on oxygen because she was starting to labor in her breathing. And I woke up at about 4:30 in the morning and saw a nurse leaning over her. And I knew that was it. She had gone. And I truly believe my brother came with a nice piece of yummy birthday cake and took her home. So if there's something positive, that's what it is. I know they're together, and I know that he came to get her, and that's how it ended. But it ended it was very quickly, five months of illness. And I bet he brought apple tart, maybe, but she liked birthday cake too. So, and I do believe that they're watching over me. Okay, I'm going to grab something else. Okay, so I'm going to read some of your comments while I have a break here. So somebody said something, I couldn't read it, about emotional support. I've just started to go to therapy, guys. For 2 years, I was in a fog. Like, I was zoned out. I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't think. It was, if you've been there, you know, and a lot of you have. And I was trying to get her channel, keep her channel going. And I was trying to start the SassESnacks.com because I wanted you guys to be aware of pancreatic cancer. And I did all that. And then, 3 years went by, and I just still felt empty and lost. And then 4 years went by, and I think the third year is when I went with Mia Michelle to Scotland. That was in 2022. Yeah, so she passed away in 2019. And if you go to my channel, there's a video of us scattering her ashes in the fairy pools where she scattered Linda's ashes in 2017. So anyway, I say that to say that it was, I just realized that I do need some sort of therapy, and so I've just started talking to somebody about everything, and of course that's a big part of it because she was my person that I used to talk to when things weren't going right, and now she's not here. So this is a little thing that we got in Scotland, little Highland coup. She might have posted this on Instagram. I got one and she got one, and we put it in a few pictures. Anyway, it was really cute. Some of you guys have seen this. Okay, thanks so much for doing this. You're welcome. Thank you guys. I'm reading your comments as quickly as I can. They kind of pop up and they disappear. Thanks, Louise. I know you are. Okay, so this is one of her little trinkets that she bought in Ireland. It's a little tin flute. They call it a fiadoge. It looks like fiadoge. There, fiadoge. Fiadoge. I don't speak Gaelic, so I don't know. And I didn't realize I had this until somebody brought it up. I didn't realize what it was. I just thrown all of her things into storage, and somebody talked about this. Oops, I'm sorry. This pipe that's from Ireland, and I said, "Oh my God, I think SassE has one." And I looked, and sure enough, that's what it was. So she got this on her trip to Ireland with her friend. I did not go with her on that trip. Thanks, Glam Dolly, Kim Katz, Higosha, Himes, Hannah, Sagitha, everybody for your comments. I'm trying to see. Her last words are, "Am I going to die?" That was the last thing she ever spoke to me. This reminds me of our trip to Austria. Did she experience the rally at all? I don't know what that is. What do you mean the rally? Did I read that right? I don't know what that is. So if you could explain that, I can answer you. So this is a little, she liked the shape of the bottle, a little liqueur that she bought when we went to Austria. I think that was in 2015. So she might have shared some of that with you guys. Oh, a huge burst of energy as if, so Teresa, no. If she did, because I had gone home for like a couple days right before I came back. Melissa called me and said, "You need to come back." And I was like, okay. And she said that she was taking a downturn. And so to my knowledge, I don't believe she experienced that. I guess I'd have to ask Melissa if there was any burst of energy, anything like that. She was really actually quite energetic up until really the last 4 days, and it was just a spiral from there. I want to share this with you guys. I think she might have used this in a couple of her videos. She had her little mugs. Oh gosh. Hey guys, was somebody, here we go. Anyway, let me see who gives last warning to me. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. So Gina said she did use that. So she's got a couple of them. I only brought one down. I have these upstairs in a little, I have a little shelf with all of her little things that remind me of her. And I grabbed this one because I was pretty sure that she had used that. This one, I know everybody comments on this one. And I have this one on display in my kitchen. So I got to take it out of the display case. My apologies. Oh, somebody kept asking invasive questions. Yeah, you guys, you know, I don't mind telling you her story, but I mean, obviously, you know, there's a point where I can't tell you everything. So this little guy, do you wear her paisley apron? Yes, I do. So usually when I do cooking stuff, I have some sissy cooks on my channel, and if I remember, I go and I grab her apron. Matter of fact, I was going to grab it for this, and I totally forgot. But if you watch some of my cooking stuff things, you'll see that I'm wearing her apron. This is the picture of her. This is probably about, this is a long time ago. My son, this baby right here is now 34. Hi, gosh, who was that? Sagitha from India. You're not SassESnacks. I didn't say that I was. Thank you for that, though. Thank you for pointing that out. And let's see. What else? What else? I'm looking. She introduced me to the ASMR genre. At the rally, patients often... Oh. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for your comments. So anyway, this is, she was my son's godmother, and so she's there feeding my son. This one I think is kind of cool. It's a video camera. And hi, nice. Hi, princess. And it's her video camera, and she might have started with another one, but this is the one she ended up with. And I think some of you guys are aware that I put together a video of our Scotland trip because she never did it. She never posted it. But I found the footage on a memory card in this camera. So again, that's on my channel. I'm SissESnacks, not SassESnacks. And anyway, I just wanted to share her little camera. It's very beat up. And this is actually the one that I'm pretty sure she used to film. Yeah, she used it to film our Scotland trip. Anyway, that one's kind of funny. She's laughing about the locks. Was SassE engaged? No. My sister never got married. She never got engaged, and she never had kids. She was just a free spirit. I don't know. I never really asked her like why, because I just felt like it wasn't my business. But no, she was not engaged. But she did wear this ring that she got in Scotland. In Oban, I've posted a couple of things about this. It's a little Celtic ring. It was made in, I want to say Iona. It comes from the Iona shop. And anyway, she bought it when we went to Scotland, and she would wear it on her wedding finger just to keep the men away. So, you know, she was gorgeous. I mean, what would you do? So here's this. This is a picture of us at the Sound of Music tour in Austria. And I have this hanging, this in my office, because this was a great memory. Shay Dor, she was inspiring. She talked about things. Yeah, she She was really a brave and strong person. And, um, you know, she was a lot of things that she didn't have to be. Um, and she was out there, you know, doing her ASMR and helping you guys around the world. And so I got to give her a lot of credit for that. Okay, so I think I'm out of things to show you. Did I show you this? Can't remember. Um, let's see. Are you close with your other sister? We get along, but we're not as close as my younger as SassE and me. SassE and me were only 3 years apart, and my older sister and I are 6 years apart. So you know, we communicate, we talk often, but like SassE and I we were just tight. So I don't know. I mean, hope that answers your question. Did you keep all of her crafts? I do have, you know what I have? By the way, for those of you who didn't know, she has a SassEkrafts channel that's still also up and running. And what was her favorite holiday? Halloween. And she made these little Halloween, they were like maracas. And I still have hers that she made. And I put them out every Halloween. Hi, Valerie. How is my mom? How is she coping outliving 2 children? You know, we talk a lot and we just say that we miss her. We miss both of them. Now, SassE was very close to my mom as well. She was her part-time caregiver. My mom was gonna move in with her at some point. And actually, my mom did when my sister got sick, when SassE got sick, my mom did come from California and stayed with us, and we couldn't have done it without her. Like, I was driving back and forth to the hospital almost every day, to the emergency room. It was either an appointment or the emergency room for pain, or you know, I had to go get prescriptions and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, my mom, you know, she held down the fort. She did laundry, she did the cooking, she did the basic cleaning. So couldn't have done it without her. She's hanging in there, but of course, you know, nobody should ever. SassE looked healthy in her last video. Yeah, she was actually, Blue Sapphire, she was actually pretty sick there. She was very thin. She thought it was because she had, you know, she was going through stress, and that she had lost weight because, you know, of all the moving stress. She had just moved to Georgia. She did not feel good though. And I can tell you this because I remember her saying, I need to make a video. I don't, I mean, the pain was excruciating for her. And she was like, I need to make a video. All of these people know that I moved. Some of them helped me move, because I think she had a little account where you could donate if you wanted. And so she did it. I mean, she did it. She wasn't feeling good, but she did it. But you know, it was a struggle. I can tell you that. She, yeah, she said she wasn't sleeping. She thought it was stress related. No, she wasn't sleeping because she was having pain from the cancer, but she did not know what it was. And what had happened was, by that point, the cancer had spread to her liver. And so that was causing her a lot of pain. Anyone else's sound to video off? Thanks, Hollywood Gal. I appreciate the hug. Do I still have that book in her last video? I do. It was a book that she was going to read with the book club she had joined in her new neighborhood. And I actually have it, and it's actually in her bookshelf. Matter of fact, guys, I did this on a cell phone just so I could show you. So let's go see it. Hold on, let me see if I can get the, I don't know if I can get the camera to turn around. Oh, there it is. Hi there. Thank you, Charlotte Louise. So let's see. Let me see if I can find the book. I'm looking for it. I'm looking, it's not in that bookcase. Okay, here we go. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see. This is SassE's. This is a bookcase that she had in her house. And these are all of her books. As you know, she's got the Coca-Cola bottle, but this is the one somebody just asked about. This is the book she was going to read for the book club. And yes, I still have that. We were talking about going to Tuscany and Florence. We talked about going to Vancouver, and we never made it. So, okay, let me flip that back around. Thank you, guys, for sharing. I'm going to show you some other things because I forgot. This is why I did this on the phone. Okay, here we go. I know I haven't read the book. I know there's, okay. So I have this wall here and some pictures of her. There's my little dog. And that's anyway. So there's where this picture is. Matt. Oh, hi, Matt. Stop it. Look at. She annoying. Anyway, so anyway, I know I need to take the time to read more, and I just don't. Okay, so I'm going to look at your questions again, guys. So who drew the picture was a friend of mine. I explained it a little bit in the chat from yesterday. Somebody else asked about it. So what happened was after SassE had passed away and I'd started my channel and I had started SassESnacks.com, it was during the pandemic and I was in Hobby Lobby with a mask on my face, and a gal approached me and she looked at me for a second and she said, "Thank you for what you do." And I looked at her and I was like, there's no way she could know who I am. And I looked at her and I go, "I'm sorry." And she goes, "Thanks for what you're doing, about pancreatic cancer." And I knew then that she was a SassE fan. Anyway, her name's Nina, and we've since become friends. And I'm trying to find a picture of Mr. Darcy that I can show you guys. And we've become friends, and so she drew that as a thank you for a favor that we did for her. That's Mr. Darcy, guys. For those of you who don't know, when SassE moved to Georgia, hi Naomi, glad you made it. When SassE moved to Georgia, I got her a dog. That's what she wanted. And this is Scout. And Mr. Darcy is Scout's grandfather. And so I went to pick him up, brought him over to SassE's house. She loved him for, I think I got him in November or December, January, February, March, April. So she loved him for 4 months. And when she passed away, I took him home. I took him home with me. So he's a part of my family now. He's actually very attached to my son, who is 20, and they are best buddies now. So that is who Mr. Darcy is. Here's a close up. Isn't he cute? What happened to her house in Georgia? Other videos I might discover. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. I'm letting you look at my mess over here. She gave me the house in Georgia, and I had to sell it. I did not have the means to keep it at that time. So but I do know the lady that lives there now, and I have yet to go visit it again, and she has, but she's invited me to come and visit anytime. That is not me. That's my older sister. But there's SassE, my older sister, Mommy Snacks, Brother Snacks, and my nephew, my oldest nephew. So that's from back in the day. I wanted to show you this picture of my high school graduation. My favorite meal that we all shared. You know, I guess, I don't know. We love Thanksgiving. I always had SassE, well, not always, but when SassE didn't have anything to do for Thanksgiving, she was at my house. Prime rib. So one year I made prime rib for all of us, and we all enjoyed that. But I'd say growing up, my mom would always make menudo for New Year's, and you know, it's an acquired taste, and it's not for everybody. But we acquired it because we had been eating it since we were kids, and there you go. So we did like menudo. And Mr. Darcy is doing great. Valerie, he's doing so good. He's actually, I think, going to be 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11 this year. He was born in 2013. No, so he's going to be 10 this year. And he's doing great. Thank you for asking. You guys know that her cat passed away before her. Her cat passed away in February when she was still living in California. Pamela. Yeah. See, you grew up eating it, so you know it's not everybody loves it. Prime rib, we have turkey on Thanksgiving, and all the kids come. Okay, so the cat passed away. He was sick. He had the kidney disease, and she went out of her way. She gave him special food. She had a special water bowl that poured water. She did as much as she could for him. I don't know how old he was when he passed. I want to say he was at least 10. But I don't know off the top of my head. But he the kidney disease finally got him, and then she moved to Georgia that same year. Okay, you gotta eat with the pot. Mia, who's my sister, who went with me to Scotland to scatter SassE's ashes. Yes, I agree. The pot is the best part. Okay, so, oops, hold on. What happened? I closed the comments. I'm reading the comments on my laptop because they stay up longer. Oh, and the neighbors were loud and the dogs were barking. Yes. I think she talks about that in practically every video. So, yeah, she had some neighbors upstairs that were a little on the noisy side. And then they had a dog. They had like a golden retriever or something like that. And she would sometimes she would make triplet soul sisters. Oh, tamales. We'd buy the tamales. My mom would not make tamales. So anyway, sometimes she would make her videos in like the middle of the night. She would make them at, either really late or really early in the morning. I don't know how she did it because she got all dolled up. She did her hair, she did her makeup, and she'd be like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm making this video because my neighbors were being noisy. Anyway, it's pretty funny. But yeah, they were kind of her background characters. Who just said that? Klaus. Let me see. And they did, she said, somebody asked, didn't they have a kid? They had, it was a mom and the son, and then the girlfriend moved in, or the wife, and then they had a baby. And then SassE had me, the baby was named Arya after the Game of Thrones character, and SassE had me crochet some little wolf booties and a little wolf hat for Arya. And I want to say she showed that too. If somebody knows for sure, let me know. Hi, Ashen. Hi, Charlotte Vick. Yeah, let me see. I watched her all the time in high school. Okay, so the unwanted guests, some Brooke M is asking, that was me and my son. So what happened was near the end of my career, right before I retired, um, we sold our home in California and we bought a home in Georgia. Well, because of the timeline, my husband moved to Georgia first, and he moved into the house, and we had to sell the house to pay me to buy the new one. So my son and I moved in with SassE, and boy, was it tight. It was tight, to say the least. I had bought her a sofa, a sleep sofa, so like me and my son slept in the sofa bed, and then SassE had her room, and we all shared one bathroom. And so I would go out of my way to, if I had the day off. Well, let me backtrack. So my husband left in March. My son left in June, and he moved. Then he went to Georgia, and I had to wait till November. So July, August, September, October, November. So I was there for 5 months by myself. So when she was making videos, I'd go meet with friends, or actually I took on another job. I took on a second job is what I do, and so that she could have her private time. But yeah, so her unwanted guests were me and my son. Let's see. That was so small home, but so cozy. Uh, how I've missed her blooper video. Um, Let me see. Do you think there? Okay, Walter's asking if there are videos that I haven't found yet. I've looked. She had 3 or 4 hard drives that I know of, that I've kept through all of my recent moves, and I can't find anything. The only one that I found that she had not posted was the Scotland one of our trip to Scotland. And I did find a hard drive with some other videos, but I believe they were already videos that she had posted. The other thing, Walter, is I when I once I kind of it took me a while to figure out the YouTube channel thing. And once I figured it out, I started looking through her videos, and she had probably like 6 or 7 that were not public. And I have since made those public. And one of them, somebody mentioned it earlier, was the melamar. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that was her first her first video. Gina says, loved your house in Georgia. Loved the video of your house. Yes, so the Georgia video, that was SassE doing a video at my house. I don't have that house anymore. I wish I did, but I don't. A lot of stuff has happened. I live in North Carolina now. My husband and my son live in Georgia still, because my son's going to college there. And anyway, we sold that house, and I built this one, and they live in a different house in Georgia. But thank you. I loved that house too, and I loved the we were on an acre there, and it was amazing, and we had a great neighbors there. Things change, life happens, and here we are. So let's see, Walter. Oh yeah, so Walter says he believes that the melamar was her first video. I think so too. Okay. And yes, it is lovely where I am now. SassE was really special. I never encountered anyone like her. So true. I remember thinking when she was sick, and I knew I was going to lose her, and I just remember thinking, what am I going to do? And it wasn't just me, it was you all. You all had to wonder, to a different degree, the same thing, because I know that you looked forward to her videos, and and to her answering your comments. And, you know, I struggled with that. I still do. Let's see. Oh, somebody asked me if I have felt her presence. So it's very strange. Right after she passed away, I did take some of her ashes with her friend, to a waterfall in Georgia. And while we were there, there was this little yellow butterfly that followed us around. Um, I, that was like very within like a month of her passing. And I believe she was there with us. Since then, she kind of disappeared on me. I think she's aware that I'm aware that she's probably having too much fun and eating whatever she wants and going places. She loved to travel and see new things. So I'm sure she's everywhere. But recently, I finally had a dream about her, and that was just a few months ago. And for some of you who saw it on my channel, I'm sorry if this is a repeat, but we went shopping, and we were at, like, I want to say it wasn't World Market, but it was a World Market like store, and we were looking for a transistor radio. And anyway, it was just like the old days, and we were laughing about stuff on, you know, on the shelf, and oh my gosh, what's this and what's this for? And we were chuckling about some of the people that we saw in the store. And I think it was just her way of saying, hey, I'm still here. And, you know, I still think about things that we used to do. So that was real. And then I had another one recently, but it wasn't as vivid. The shopping for the transistor radio was very vivid for me. So I believe that was her telling me about that she was there. I do have a new SassE garden started. And oh, someone posted, here's her blooper and outtakes. Oh, thank you, Pamela, and thank you for monitoring as well. I really appreciate you. I noticed that you were on there as a moderator, but I wasn't sure if you were going to be here. So what was the other thing I wanted to do? So let's see, we've been on for 57 minutes. After this, I am going to take my dog outside to go potty, and then I'm going to go on a boat ride with my friends. But before I leave, guys, thank you for the love, guys. Before I leave, I wanted to tell you a couple of things. Well, one thing for sure. So first of all, guys, come on over to my channel. You know, if I put a video up and you don't like it, don't watch it. But I'd love you to come over if you haven't been there. And I do talk about SassE a lot. And you'll see me wearing her things and using her knife as much as I can and things like that. But I'm going to be in Holland and Belgium from September 19th through October something. So I'll be gone for those 2 weeks. I'll be over there, and I will be posting live videos. I do that from my Instagram. So SassESnacks has an Instagram, so does SissESnacks. So find me on Instagram, and you can see the stuff that I post there. I did my whole Ireland trip for St. Patrick's Day there, and it was a lot of fun. Gosh, a lot of you guys came on when I posted live and made comments, and I thank you. And so I want to share my trip to, I'm going to be going to Amsterdam, Delft, Bruges, and Brussels, and maybe one or two places in between. So hi Bella in San Francisco. So there's that. The second thing is I have been thinking about it, and Jamie, my friend in Scotland, he said he'd be there and he'd support me on this, but next April 10th is the 5-year anniversary of SassE's passing. So I'm going to visit my friend Louise in Shetland. And I think I'm going to do a memorial from the Isle of Skye, the fairy pools in Scotland, 5-year anniversary. Oh, hi, Romania. Awesome. I know, Selena. Every time I think it's going to be 5 years, a part of me feels like it's been 100 years, but it's been hard. It's been so hard. You guys know. So anyway, yeah, subscribe. Oh, Glam Dolly's from the UK. It's going to be 5 years in April. You guys know November is a tough month for me because that's the month she was diagnosed. But it's going to be 5 years in April that she passed. So my goal is to be on the Isle of Skye on April 10th, and also to go visit Shetland during that one. That'll be a new itinerary for me in Scotland. SassE and I did not go there, but anyway, I wanted to share that with you. My daughter is 5 and watching SassE, helping get through my hardest. Oh, that's so awesome, guys. I understand what you're saying. I think truly SassE was truly just an entrepreneur. She thought of something, she did it, she was good at what she did, and she's sorely missed by so many people. And thank you for joining me today, guys. Thank you all for being here. It looks like we had like 140 people here at one point, and thanks just for coming. Oh, hi, Matt. Hold on. What is he? Well, hold on. I got to see what Matt says because he's hilarious. Where is he? Where is it? Send it again, Matt. I missed it. Something about the $20. Anyway, so there's things coming up. Guys, if you happen to be in Scotland in April of 2024, come join us. And if you happen to be in Amsterdam or Belgium, if you're watching from there, get a hold of me on Instagram, or I'm also on WhatsApp, and I'll meet up with you. We'll have a cup of coffee and whatever. So anyway, I have to go now because I have a boat ride waiting for me. Hi, Carla. I had to start an hour early, and I apologize for those of you who didn't know that. So thanks again for coming. Take care. Ta-ta for now. I will edit this video, I don't know, when I get around to it. I'll add some little things. Thank you again to Mia Michelle, my sister, for doing the moderating, and to Pamela for moderating as well, even though I didn't ask her to. You guys are my heroes. You guys help me. You help me really, truly to make it through the day when I don't think that I can. So she would be honored and feel truly blessed to know that all of you guys were here. Take care, guys. Ta-ta for now. See you soon.